Yeah, I was proud of our guys. They hung in there. We had trouble stopping the other guys, especially in the first half, just couldn't get stops. And the second half started kind of the same way. They were just driving it at us and shooting. They had good players, they had good individual players, and we hung in there, and that's what I was proud of. We hung in there and gave ourselves a chance at the end. Couldn't get over the hump, and just hung right in there and made some great plays down the stretch.
So, ugly, good, or perfect, what were your words to the team, obviously, for showing their resiliency down by as many as 13 in the second half? What were your words as you went into the locker room and talked to the guys?
Yeah, again, told them I was proud of the way they hung in there, and they've got to believe, they can win those ball games. And it was tough. We cut it to 3 or 4 a couple times, and it went back. The lead grew again, and our guys stayed in there. And there came a point in that game when I looked in their eyes in the huddle, and they knew they could win the game, and that was exciting. With about 12 minutes to go, I think there might have been a little doubt. We've got to get over that. We've got to get over that. We've got to expect to win, and then deliver with the game on the line.
So with 13.5 seconds, Coach, y'all have the ball back. In some way, I know we'll probably catch on that later, but almost miraculous that you guys are right there, tied. And what was the play? Was the play for Giovanni with that layup at 1.8?
No, we wanted the ball in his hands, and we were going to try to just get a little pick and pop action for Nick. Hoping we'd get him a chance to drive it, maybe draw another foul. We were attacking pretty good in the second half. But we didn't want a lot of, we didn't want too much action, too much movement. We wanted something pretty simple with a chance to attack. And Nick didn't get an advantage. We didn't create an advantage for him. He got it back to Giovanni, and he did the right thing by attacking. And the best part of it was, had he not made it, there wouldn't have been any time for the other team. So I thought our timing and our poise there was very, very good.
Talk about Coach Jeff Beverly, monster game he had, even though, again, exhibition or not. 28 points, 13 rebounds, heck of a double-double, and then also Nick Allen followed that up with another double-double, 16 and 11.
Yeah, those guys were good. They've been good. I'm not surprised that they delivered. 28 and 13, that's a pretty big number, but Jeff's been working like crazy. He's done a great job of getting himself in condition. He's in the gym. I see him in here late at night. He's in here working. He's committed. He wants to be a player. And he delivered tonight. He delivered. He was good. He scored a lot in the interior, but he's a pretty good perimeter shooter as well.
And Nick showed, speaking of perimeter shooting, that's a perfect segue. Nick showed some touch, going 2 for 4, 50% from outside. That's something that last year, obviously, as a freshman, he didn't have that much consistency with. Just touch on his game on how he looked tonight.
Did a lot of good things. Again, he's a guy when early on we identified that we thought would have a lot of advantages. Kind of a versatile player, facing big guy, can shoot it, can drive it. So we've just been trying to put him in those positions over and over in practice because we're going to need him to deliver in games. And he doesn't need to take a lot of threes, but he needs to be able to knock down those open ones. And when he does, that spreads the floor for us.
Coach, I wanted to ask you real quick about the defense. They were obviously on fire from three-point land tonight. Is that something they do specifically well, or did you see something with y'all's schemes?
Yeah, they got some really good players. I know at least one of those guys was a D1 transfer that's got some good experience. Those were very, very good players. Their offense was one of those. It's a nightmare. Spread you out. Didn't have anybody in the block. They had 5 guys out there on the perimeter, and they drive it and kick it. And they had 5 guys that were good enough to get to the rim, and they had some guys that could just knock down shots. Some of those were open shots, but some of them were pretty well contested. They've got good players.
So, Coach, now obviously this one's out of the way. Just quickly, as far as Friday night, they count for real.
Yeah.
What's your mindset now going forward? And these couple of days of preparation, wheels up Thursday. What do you do now preparing going forward for Fresno State?
Yeah, we'll rest tomorrow. The guys will rest and get their legs right and get some treatment, get their schoolwork taken care of, get ready for a long road trip. We've got a couple days of practice before that, so we'll lock in now in Fresno, and it'll be a little different than the exhibition game. We'll have some game planning and some film and a little better idea of the personnel than we had today. So it'll be the first true test where we make them lock in on a scouting report. We need to get better the next couple days and then get on the road and flail away at Fresno.
And last question for you, Coach. Talk about, again, exhibition game, but your freshman, Byron Cronin with Jeff pretty much carried the team in the first half, and just short of 10 points. George Wilborn had a key shot down the stretch, and then, of course, Giovanni with the game-winning shot. Talk about your freshman's performance.
Yeah, maybe Jeff got tired of me talking about the freshmen, so he went and got 28. Those freshmen are good. The freshmen are really good. Giovanni's, played a lot of basketball, runs the show for us. He can get to the rim, obviously. He can make some jump shots. Byron is a guy that a lot of times stuff Byron does won't even show up in the stat sheet. He's just a terrific player, very, very versatile. We started him at the 3 tonight, and then quickly we subbed in and put him at the 4, and we'll do that pretty regularly with him. He can do a lot of different things. He's never been the go-to guy. because his high school team was so loaded. But we're trying to get the ball in his hands a lot. And then George is a tough guy that not afraid of the moment.
Yeah. And would you say, Coach, is safe to say, or pending any other evaluation, is that probably going to be your starting five come Friday night?
Yeah, we've got 6 or 7 guys that have really earned that opportunity. George has been playing with that first unit quite a bit. Lucas gives us something a little different. We need a little more size in there. We played, I think, 9 guys, pretty substantial minutes tonight. We got 2 or 3 more over there that are good enough to get in there and help us. So I like the starting lineup today, but those other guys are ready to get in there and get good quality minutes.